need to speak with Mr. Poole. This is Lucretia Richardson.
This is who?
Lucretia Richardson.
Just a moment.
Not enough minerals.
Mr. Poole's left the building.
Well, ain't that strange, 'cause he hung up on me. You tell him I called about my freezer. I'm coming down there. My name Lucretia Richardson. I got on a purple pantsuit, and I'm coming, and I want a new freezer today. You tell him that, all right?
You can talk to him.
Well, where he at? Hello?
Go ahead.
Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals.
Hello?
Who's speaking, please?
Who are you calling?
I was trying to reach a Mrs. Thompson.
Well, this is she. Who's calling, please?
My name is Willie P. Richardson. I'm the owner of Richardson's House Cleaning Service.
I wouldn't be interested.
That ain't what I heard.
Excuse me?
One of your neighbors, I can't give you a name, told me I ought to call you. Said y'all had the, well, I hate to say this, said you had the filthiest house in the whole neighborhood.
Who told you that?
Like I said, I can't tell you who told me, but they stays in your neighborhood. These people do, and they said that you kept some old stinking dogs inside your house, and the place was just awful, flies all around everywhere and everything.
Listen, I don't know who told you that, but it's not true, and you've got the wrong number.
No, ma'am, ain't your name Lucille Thompson at 4486 Slater Street?
Yes, it is, but my house is clean, and I don't appreciate this.
Well, I wasn't going to tell you this, but several of your neighbors has complained about your dirty house and yard, and they all going in together to pay for our deluxe cleaning job. What we do is bring about 7, 8 people over and go through your house from one end to the other. We go through the closets, cabinets, everything. If we see some stuff you ain't using, we just hauls it off to the dump, or we gives it away to the needy. All you got to do is just go somewhere else for the day, and we'll take care of everything. Would tomorrow be all right? We could be there real early.
Sir, do not come to my house. I don't need your help or anybody else's help.
That ain't what I heard.
Well, you heard wrong. I want the name of the person who called you about me.
I ain't gonna give it to you. They were just trying to help you and to make the neighborhood a little bit better. Said you had old cars out in front of your yard, and chickens running around, nasty-looking old half-dressed kids playing out there in the dirt everywhere.
Is this some kind of joke?
No, it ain't no joke. We gonna be there about 8 o'clock in the morning. So you just needs to go spend the day somewhere else. We'll be through by about 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow night, and you ain't gonna recognize the place. We even gonna clean up your yard and haul off all that junk you got piled up around there.
Did you hear me? Do not come here. I'll call the law.
Speaking of the law, your neighbor said if y'all didn't get this mess cleaned up, they was gonna call the law themselves.
Listen, you if you show up over here, you're gonna be sorry.
We gonna see you in the morning.
Want a piece of me, boy?
Lava monsters are attacking the kingdom. There's only one team of heroes to call.
Fucking garbage off, Jesus Christ.
Is this a funeral home?
Yes, it is.
Yes, sir. I was wanting to know the price of a real good funeral.
Well, the prices range from around $1,200 up to $7,000.
Say they do.
Yes, sir.
Well, I was been thinking about burying my wife.
Yes, sir. Were you interested in one of our pre-planned funerals? You know, that's the best thing you can do. It sure relieves a lot of stress when the time comes.
No, sir, she already dead.
Sir?
Yes, sir, she already dead. She died about 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. And you haven't had a funeral yet?
No, sir.
Well, where is your wife located?
Well, I got her right here in the freezer.
The freezers? Sir, you can't keep her in the freezer.
Well, why not?
When a person dies, if they die at home, you're supposed to contact the authorities, and an inquest should be held by the Justice of the Peace.
Sure enough.
Yes, sir. Did she die of natural causes?
Yes, I guess you could call it natural causes. Her sister was over here one night, about 3 weeks ago, and cooked some pork chops, and we all got real sick, but my old lady passed during the night, and I found her dead the next morning when I woke up. And I didn't know what to do because I didn't want to get her sister in no trouble for feeding her them bad pork chops and killing her, so I just put her here in the freezer till I figured out what to do with her.
Well, sir, you need to call the Justice of the Peace in your area right now.
Well,
But you can't keep a body in your home. That's against the law.
Say it is?
Yes, sir.
Well, we ain't got but about $900 together. Could y'all go ahead and bury it, you think, and then we could pay you the rest later on?
What? Did she have insurance?
Yes, sir. She got some insurance on her old car out here.
No, sir. I mean some type of life insurance or a burial policy.
Not that I knows of. She had some, but we had to cash it in last year to get one of her grandsons out to jail, and I don't think she ever did what you call renewal it or nothing.
Well, we don't have any type of financing. We require payment in full before we can complete the service.
Yes, sir. Well, you think y'all could just store it down there till we get the rest of the money together? How much rent would y'all charge just to keep her, in storage or down there? If y'all was to keep her, I probably wouldn't get in no trouble with her.
No, sir, we're unable to do that for any extended period of time.
Extended period of time?
No, sir, we just can't do that.
Well, I guess I'll just keep her in the freezer till we get all the money together, and then I'll call you back, and maybe we can have the funeral after that.
Sir, you really can't do that. Maybe you should contact another funeral home, maybe one in your area.
Well, I done called all of them right around here, and they all told me to call you, that you was the best around here.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't think we can help you at this time, but you do need to contact the authorities.
Well, you done got me scared and worried now. What am I supposed to do? You tell me that you got to have all the money, and I ain't got all the money, and that you won't store, and I can't store. You said you got funeral starting at, what, $1,200, and I got $900, and I was wondering why can't I just thaw out, and I'll bring on down there, y'all can fix her up and put her in maybe your cheapest casket down there, and y'all could just let her take her in the back of my pickup truck and bury her somewhere ourselves. That way, that ought to cut some of the price off on it.
Sir, you can't conduct a funeral yourself. That's illegal. What's your name, sir?
Well, look here, I got to go. I'll call you back later on when I get the money together.
That's customer service.
Yes, sir. Who is this?
This is Fred in customer service.
Yes, sir. I was wondering if you could help me with something.
Well, I'll do what I can.
Look here, I bought one of them things y'all makes that you cooks the chicken on top of, where you push a can of beer in that little wire holder and sets the chicken up on top of it, you sticks the can of beer up the chicken's behind.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, my son had cooked the chicken on it, and it really turned out good. I mean, that meat was juicy and tender, and it just fell off the bone. It's about the best chicken I ever had in my life.
I tell you what, it's fantastic. We cook them that way all the time. I'm glad you like it.
Well, let me tell you what happened. Last night, I was going to try it out myself.
Yes.
And I did just like my son told me to. I put that can of beer inside that place and put some barbecue rub all over the outside and the inside of the chicken. And I put it away on the other side, away from the coals, just like he said to do. And I had it in a pan so the fat wouldn't drip out and start no fire.
Hey, that's right. You need to put it on, not over the fire, but on the other side. Yeah, you did it right. Glad you liked it.
Well, I must not have, because I had went back in the house to sit there and watch TV while the chicken was cooking, and I heard this big explosion. Man, it sounded like a bomb going off.
A bomb?
Yeah. I went outside, and it had blew the top off my barbecue pit, and there was pieces of chicken stuck to the ceiling of the back porch all over the screen door. Everywhere there was chicken meat and bones, and I'm talking about all over everything.
Oh, that's unreal. You must have had a gas problem or something.
Well, no, I had that gas problem last week, but a dose of that Pepto, and it was gone in about a day.
That's not. I mean, nothing like this happened before. I've never even heard of that. There's nothing on there. There's nothing in that thing that can explode at all. Something must be bad wrong.
Well, it sure happened to me. Is you calling me a liar?
Well, no, sir. I'm not calling you a liar. I wouldn't do that, but we've just never had anything like this ever happen.
Well, what y'all gonna do about it?
Well, sir, I don't know what to do about it. I really don't think it's our fault.
Well, I do. I've cooked hundreds of chickens on that charcoal grill, and I ain't never had one blow up till I used y'all's thing to cook with.
Huh. Well, you said you put the beer can in, and then you set it away from a direct heat on the other side.
Sure did, just like my boy told me to.
Okay, well, how much beer did you leave in the can?
Well, it was the whole can. My son told me that he used half a can, but I really likes beer, and I figured a whole can would make it, a whole lot better.
Well, that shouldn't have made any difference.
Well, it was a real big chicken, so I used one of them tall boys, real tall cans of beer. I mean, that hot beer went everywhere, burnt the hair off my cat that was laying on the porch. You can see his hide where the poor thing's burned. It just lay around and moaning all day,
Sorry, I don't want to offend you, but if you mind if I ask you a question? I mean, it may sound kind of stupid, but...
Well, no, you ain't gonna offend me. You seem like a nice fella. Go ahead and ask me whatever you want to. I just want to get this figured out.
Well, I know it's kind of a stupid question, but you did open the beer can first, didn't you?
Additional supply depots required.
Well, no, my boy didn't say nothing about opening the can.
Additional supply depots required.
You opened the beer can first? Golly, Oh man, no wonder it explodes. You ever left a hot beer can out in the sun and it gets hot and it'll just blow up by itself? I can imagine what happened if you put it on the fire, didn't know.
You ought not be laughing at me. I didn't know no better.
Additional supply depots.
Hold on,
Not
man.
enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Sir, I'm
Not
sorry.
enough minerals.
Hold on,
Not
man.
enough additional supply depots.
Oh man, I just think about that can exploding, blowing chicken.
Well, it ain't nice to be laughing at your customer.
I'm sorry, I really am. I can't help it. Nobody got hurt, did they?
No. Well, reckon y'all can send me enough money to buy another chicken and another can of beer and something to clean all this mess up with?
No, sir, I don't think we could do that.
Well, y'all about the sorriest excuse for a chicken barbecue company I ever heard of.
Well, we're not really a chicken barbecuing company, but and the explosion wasn't our fault. You should open the beer can. I mean, most people, they open the can, drink about half of it, put the other can, the other half, in the chicken thing, and put the chicken over that. That's the right way.
Well, I had done drank the other 5 cans and that 6-pack. That's probably why I forgot to open that last one for the chicken.
That's a good chance of it. Now, man, I'm sorry you had that problem. Are you okay with us now? I mean,
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, since you're so nice, and that phone call's made my day. I mean, I'm sorry for your problems. But,
Yeah.
You know, but we'll make some real nice fish cookers and big old pots and baskets stuffed cooking fat catfish. I'm going to send you a little something in the mail there.
Lord, I bet you got to put a quarter beer in one of them pots, don't you?
No, just cooking oil, no grease.
Okay, then. I sure would appreciate it. Look here, I got to run there. I'll call back with my address. I got to get out here and start cleaning.
If I'm going to send you something, I need to get your address.
Yeah, I'll call you back. I got to get out here and clean this mess up right now.
Okay, well, thanks for calling, and you have a nice day.
You too, sir. Bye-bye.
William Plumbing.
Yes, ma'am. How you doing today?
I'm fine. May I help you?
Yes, ma'am. I got kind of an unusual problem.
What's your problem?
Well, my boys were playing back here in the creek behind the house the other day, and they caught this water box, one of them snakes.
Yes, sir.
Well, they took it in the house, still alive, and they flushed it down the commode.
Yes, sir. Is your commode stopped up now?
No, ma'am. You can flush it and everything, but we all scared to use it.
Scared to use it?
Yes, ma'am. We all afraid to sit down and afraid that thing might, swim back up in there and bite one of us while we're using the bathroom.
Well, if they flushed it, it should be gone. It shouldn't come back up. It should completely be gone out of your plumbing system.
Should be.
Yes, sir. You shouldn't have to worry about
Yes,
it.
ma'am. You keep on saying should. That don't sound like you're too sure about it to me.
Well, it's not likely that the snake should be still alive in your commode.
Well, I tell you what, the other night my wife was sitting in there using the bathroom and she thought she heard something down in there and she jumped off that commode. Wasn't even through using the bathroom. And I heard her hollering in there. I was out in the front yard drinking some beer with some of my friends. Scared us off. We heard her hollering. And then I came back out and told my friends what was wrong. One of them hollered in there too and told her not to sit all the way down on the pot if she'd worried about that snake being in there. Of course, she got mad about that. Came out on the front porch, started throwing things at us. And then one of our old neighbors stayed next door, called the police. They came out here and charged us all disorderly conduct and took us all down to jailhouse.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that, but I don't think you have to worry.
Well, y'all got one of them rooter things you can come stick down in here to see if that snake's still down in there?
Yes, sir, but that's expensive.
About how much do it cost?
Well, the service should cost probably over $100.
$100? Yes, ma'am. I just can't afford that much.
Well, I'm not sorry.
Well, do you think that you might be able to come out here and go in the bathroom and sit on that commode for a while, just show my wife and all of them? There ain't no need to worry about that snake.
No, sir, I can't do that.
Well, y'all's ad in the phone book say your customers come first.
Well, I can do that. We just don't do that.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm going to have to take my business one of these other plumbing companies in.
Yes, sir. Well, thanks for calling.
Well, thank you. Bye.
Yes! Fucking awesome TvZ, man. What a fucking good game. I mean, he made a lot of mistakes, but my aggression was kind of bad. So he kind of helped me come back into it. I'm gonna go ahead and pause that. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, which I thought I did really well with the micro. My APM definitely is improving. My overall control is improving. I don't know what I've been recording. I feel like I haven't been recording shit other than my fucking stomach. I'm sorry. It's like not even gonna be worth anything to watch because I just now got my fucking I just got my hand cam like working again. So I'm sorry about that. If you were just staring at my stomach the whole time, I'm just doing this. And you probably just like saw this and just saw me moving around. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna keep uploading, and hopefully, I know I've got a couple of new subscribers. Appreciate that. I never really thought I would have anybody else besides my friends watching my games. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here so that way this video is not too long. Had a nice TvZ, and GG.